We're back.
Hi.
Hi.
This post is the do's and don'ts of relationships. They're very tricky. They can throw curveballs like crazy. They also bring pain and pleasure.
Mainly pain.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it depends on what you're going through at that specific moment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've made a list of the do's and don'ts of relationships.
Read that first. Do you want me to do it?
Dating can bring pleasure and can bring pain, but never underestimate what you have or hold in your heart. That comes from my heart. So our list of do's and don'ts. We're gonna start with the do's of relationships because those are always positive. So, honesty. You always want to be 150 billion% honest with your partner. Because if not, you're just asking for problems.
Yeah. It's like little white lies everywhere.
Those are never good.
Yeah.
Speaking of white lies, trust.
They go hand in hand.
They do.
Honesty, trust, it's kind of... Yeah.
Be curious.
Courteous. Be courteous.
Courteous. A big word for me. You have to just explain that one because I really...
To be courteous? Really, it's like, say, if you wanted to go and spend time with the boys or spend time with the girls, and maybe it's been a week or 2 weeks, or I don't know, maybe you just needed a day vacation. You should be courteous to that person and give them their moment just to be able to get out of the house, get out of the work, school, whatever you're doing, and just let them take times for themselves. That's what being courteous is.
Oh.
Yes. That's what I do a lot.
Be flexible with your partner. Don't be at each other's throats all the time. That one kind of like explains itself. Be flexible.
Yeah.
Listen to what one another has to say. Big key factor in relationships. If you're not listening to what your partner has to say, then you could give two rat's asses about the relationship if you're not listening. Be open. You really want to be open. Like, you don't want to keep anything hidden. You don't want to bottle anything up inside. And be yourself. Do not try to be who you're not. Don't try to be someone that someone else wants you to be.
Yeah.
You need to be yourself. If you're not yourself at the beginning of a relationship, and then you start breaking out of your shell and being the real you,
and that's not what they
No, at the same
expected.
time you're doing that, you're also lying. Like, you're not being honest to yourself and to your partner. You're lying about who you are, what you're about, the real you. Take things slow. Slow, people.
Yeah.
There's so much to say about that one. Like,
I think the thing that best explains that, to be slow in a relationship, sure, tomorrow might be your last day, but it's not like you have to know the whole brain, your heart. You don't need to know everything about that person in one day.
you have the rest of your life. Seriously, like, jumping into something is just asking for trouble.
Yeah.
I don't know how many things I've jumped into and not taking it slow, to the point where, to be completely honest with you, my love life is fucked.
Royally.
Royally fucked because I did not take things slow. The guys I was with did not take it slow.
Mm-mm.
And look at me now. I'm a hot fucking mess. Seriously, like, it is bad. Just ask Ben.
We're trying to get her to that point where she needs just to mellow it out a little bit. Takes time. Just time.
The don'ts.
The
The
makes me go cross-eyed on that.
The do not of relationships.
What's a one where we can start off slow? Flaws?
Don't look for flaws in other people.
Oh, wait, no. Don't ever, ever, ever look for a flaw. Granted, everybody's got one, but don't specifically look for it. Just
do not nitpick at people's flaws.
oh my god.
That is asking for a backhand to the face. Is nitpicking at every little flaw they have. See, everybody's got flaws. Everybody does. Don't pick at them and do not look for them.
Mm-hmm.
That is my biggest thing to everybody: is do not pick at them. Do not look for them.
Yeah. But if you do find one, and how was I going to explain this? If you find a flaw and you're not comfortable with it, talk it out. Honey, this is, this is really bugging me. What are we gonna do? Well, what can we do? Well, we can fix it this way, or we can work it out. Just flaws.
Talk about it. Don't yell about it. That gets nowhere.
Yeah, and some people actually say the yelling is better. That's the only way that they can get it out. Hell, write it down on a freaking piece of paper.
Pass notes like in high school.
Yeah.
Write it on the fridge. Write a note on the fridge. Honey, we need to talk later.
Mm-hmm.
Seriously.
Yeah. Do not. Do not ever talk about your ex. Especially if you're trying to start a brand new relationship. It does not go well.
The last person somebody wants to hear about on a first date
is your ex.
I am sorry, pumpkins out there, but nobody wants to care about your ex.
No.
Maybe your best friend, but not your future partner, whatever.
Unless it's sometime down the road and they want to know what kind of experiences you've gone through, then
that's a good time to bring it up. But don't be like eating dinner and, oh, I remember when so-and-so did this and da-da-da-da-da.
Oh, especially when you're trying to get into an argument, or you're not really trying to, but it just happens you're getting into an argument. Well, this person did this and he was so helpful, and you're just so, oh.
You don't want to do that.
Mm-hmm.
And then the worst thing about exes is, I had done this the other day at the store when Josh was with us.
Oh,
I was getting frustrated, and it just happened to slip. It was the first time ever in my life have I ever done this. Called my boyfriend my ex-boyfriend's name because I was mad and frustrated, and I yelled. I don't think anybody wants to hear that.
No, she was devastated for like the rest of the hour, and it was
bad. I was like almost in tears. I actually did that myself.
Face tomato red, hood over the head, hands on her face. Oh yeah.
I sat around the store at Walmart like this for a good 15-20 minutes because I did not know where the hell it came from. I was so frustrated. It was just came out, and I was like,
yeah,
beat red. I was like, oh my god, did I just really do that? Did I just really say that? But
in a situation like that, it's better, especially if your anger levels and your stress levels and everything else are just starting to get to the point where you need to explode, and it's just calm down, relax, and think before you speak. That's another one.
think before you
Think before you speak.
For some people, yes, I do know that is hard because I am one of them people. No filter whatsoever.
She
I
really
do
doesn't.
not think before I speak. When I get pissed, oh my god, like you just want to cover your ears because I might say something you do not like because I was not thinking.
Yeah.
Yep. Obsessive.
Granted, everybody can be very obsessive over their partner. Oh yeah, obsessive, overprotective. It all runs hand in hand. It really does. Don't do it.
Try to give space.
Yes.
I don't know. I don't even know how to put this. Like, I'm gonna try my best.
Doing a drum roll. Do it. Do it.
I don't know. I totally forgot.
That's really it. Obsessive is just a big no-no. It really is. It's a big no-no.
Another huge no-no in a relationship.
Lying.
Lying and secrets are a huge no-no. Do not do in a relationship.
Now I can say that I've had a hard time with that because in my family, you couldn't talk, you couldn't nothing. Growing up, I had to have secrets or else my ass was being chewed that night.
Yep.
So when I got with my fiance that is currently upstairs and probably on his
Game.
DS, I think. Yeah, because I just got that game. Our relationship started off really on shaky grounds because I couldn't get myself to open up. Really, I had a lot of secrets, and it was probably 2 years, about a year and a half, 2 years into our relationship that I actually started opening up, and all these secrets came out. And
Well, I guess with secrets, I guess there is a certain extent of keeping them, because I have a huge secret that I do not tell most of my boyfriends or whatever, because of the fact of how huge that secret is. Because I don't want my boyfriends knowing that. Like, if they ask and it's a serious relationship, I will think about telling them. I might beat around the bush with it.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to straight out forward first date, here it is laid on the table.
Yeah. But if it's a personal secret, that's your own, that's your identity. You know, credit card theft issue, whatever. And I'm just saying that on terms, you know. But anything other than that, like you have money problems, you have family problems, you have split personality syndrome, you know, you can't keep secrets like that.
No.
You know, but if it's a personal secret, then I can understand.
Yeah.
But other than that, secrets are just bad. Big no-no.
Lying, even worse.
Yo.
Be straightforward. Bring it all to the table. Do not beat around the bush. Like, no matter if it's going to hurt somebody or if it's going to relieve somebody, you need to talk. You need to tell them. You need not to sneak around, pretty much. Like, seriously, if you're lying in a relationship, it's because you're sneaking around. Don't be a slut. Like, seriously. That's the only reason you would have you would lie. Because you're a slut. Like, well, you gotta think of it that way.
Yeah.
Because in a relationship, what else would you be lying about?
I could add to that, but